paper to your ear. Can you hear your ancestors scream? Don't realize slave masters printed on your cream. Got you thinking value is measured by whips and cream around your neck. Got you sleep on methazine off Fiat green. Can't even buy a bag of chips at the store without a piece of paper giving permission, but you ignore. Think you're free but nailed to the floor like hardwood, washing his teeth until he took your grandmother's. But your hood shoot your own brother down before you aim at the police. Counting cash, acting like a boss with amnesia. Knocked over the head, you alive but you dead. Shallow grave is what they keep you in, and Jay-Z pledged to keep you there. Thought I'd share, can't say you wasn't warned. Take your mitten, your scent, you jumping bushes of thorns. Your brother's dead, shot in the head. The next day you're back to the bread. The green mold got you off of your meds. If they took it all away, exactly what would define you? If that's all you want, wait till your ancestors find you. Recline you, say never mind you. While these boulders grind you into dust to remind you.
When the ancestors scream, fish shape in the side of a mountain. When the ancestors scream, new earth, lava out the ground like a fountain. When the ancestors scream, true birth, from the soul plane, the child return. When the ancestors scream, instead of hate we gotta love, so now we learn. Face shapes in the cloud you can clearly see. Hidden, forbidden archaeology. Pillar dancing in the midst of the fire sea. Silhouette, ancient mystery. It's in the blueprint. A law, the best planner. What's a national flag? That's a commerce banner. Mind your manner spammer. Trolls and pack scammer. Go against the ancestor. Yo, it's a disaster. Then haste makes ways current. Ways of a nation. Put the black back in. A more conversation. The mace is a phase here to learn on this plane. When we reckon a lesson and then we graduate. When the ancestors scream. Face shaped in the side of a mountain. When the ancestors scream, new earth, lava out the ground like a fountain. When the ancestors scream, true birth, from the soul plane, the child return. When the ancestors scream, instead of hate we gotta love, so now we learn.
I heard the message and saw the marvelous light. Brighten up under beds and closets at night. Ancestral forces always sending messages, signs, or speak through me. Find the message in lines. Get aware when unaware. You manifest fear. Watching heads and eyes peek out the celestial tail. Giving me signs from unexpected mediums. Voice of inhaled helium, not of gross bohemian. Dialectic Hegelian, some seem alien. Don't be fooled by the shape-shifting Romanian. Vampire stakes burned in garlic fires, or get wrapped up like orthodontic wires.
When the ancestors scream, face shape in the side of a mountain. When the ancestors scream, new earth, lava out the ground like a fountain. When the ancestors scream, true birth, from the soul plane, the child return. When the ancestors scream, instead of hate we gotta love, so now we learn.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious. Ali is happy when Moors are happy. Vixens wink fake lashes trying to trap me. 40 days and nights battling the lower demons. This is not the land, hybrids can't be freemen. If this is not their land, who's the immigrant thinking they're sovereign? Imagination figment, recessive is their status, lacking pigment. A game for the Thanksgiving, but no commitment to indigenous Moors they conquered with Bibles, signs in the vitals and signs in the cycles, only to strangle and embracing my rivals. Free national standards, not playing with the tribals. Each Moor is their own Christ, not disciples. Whether hands or thoughts, no worshiping idols. Always carry my Moorish Quran, no recitals. Everyone will not process ancients' arrivals. Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Innate mystic ability to show and prove a lesson, coupled with the agility to move you with the message. Presence of divine mind to navigate you with a reference, urgent with a purpose, perfect. Emerging urban legends, real more is not a question or a choice or a preference. You are who you are, you should have the same obsession. Broke the same jewels to a dude, the corner, Jane and Western. What you reppin', all that effort, that direction, keep you separate in a world of blind sheep. I was born to be a shepherd, mind like an elephant. Got the paws of a leopard, means I'm wise and I'm strong. Crank you up like I'm a record, take you to the body shop. Correct your lines to true vector manifestations. Matter, energy, and mind, spirit men unsung. Trey Young dropping dimes until you tighten up. You catching splinters from the pine, clean the clouds out your thoughts. That's what keep you in the bind.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
We do it in the spirit of a prophet in Islam. We study the ancient manuscripts, Moorish, Quran. Everything we do is halal, some haram. No, it sounds like the hook, but this is the song. When I see a brother, I greet him with salam. Want the whole truth about Hitler and Saddam. Devastated what you did in Vietnam. Out of the savannah, so they had to use bombs. It's been a few years, I read my Proverbs and Psalms. When I see my sisters, I tell them sit calm. It's your destiny, you hold it in your palm. Mr. Popularity never cared about the prom. One of life's great mysteries, young phenom. I am that I am, that's word to my mom. Moved out the rough edges, eliminate the arms. Know what you're pledging, no Uncle Tom. Coming for our territory, take it back. Quam with that old time good spell, I wave my magic wand. Now omnipresent vibration sound is on. It's on.
Don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take our mothers and the fathers. Great, get me to stay. Great masterpiece for masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like a masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. They play your life but try to take you. Can you count how many times I'll try and break you? Try to guide a great clue. Struggle size HU. A mind of my own with a great truth. I sip a little great goose while swerving on the state truth. While plotting my escape of they rules, they schools, they jewels. They couldn't help my shine like chemicals. I'm at the top of my class on the pedestal. I throw that lead at you, that's HB number 2. And keep my name out your mouth unless it's about to spread my youth. Quarter come up with the money that you run up in this chrome game. Turn up in my young guards, aim and shoot with your lame excuse. No, I never that. This a full force sound system, level that. Yo, you only talking fiat where your level's at. This is God body, show me where the devil at. I'll let you read what this life about. We the lawmakers, architects, and still they doubt. We keep it factual with math and science practical. They love to hate the natural. Pain with the gain, no clout. A little fame couldn't stray, I remain on route. I move mountains, earthquakes on speakers. Something off the counting these occurrences. They speechless for the world, I'm the teacher. I'm sure like the beaches, keeping everything du jour. I'm the one with the features that they envy. We the reason that they seek us to take us out every season. So, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate, they copy. I'm the master. Take our mothers and the fathers. Great, give me the stay. Create the masterpiece. The masters trying to masterpiece. This time I'm like the masterpiece. This law gon' get me bread. Yo, Moors don't give it away. Yo, Moors don't give it away.
hood. Goddess outstanding, keeps order, she de jour. I thought Orisha Omega deity, she a Moor. Amongst the elite, but relate to the core. She command the fleet first to step on the shore. Snooze never sleep, won't hear me snore.
Hey yo, play me once, you'll never snake me twice. Break this smoke and never save my life. Never rolling with that peace, so respect my life. Respect my life, yo. Moors don't give it away. Moors don't give it away. Every time that I accelerate the copy, I'm the master. Take my mother's and the father's grade, give me the state. Drink the masterpiece for masses, trying to masterpiece. This timing like the masterpiece. This law gon' get me the bread. Moors don't give it away. Moors don't give it away. Respect my life, 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 never. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Hey. Eat all the PM studio, man. 7998 Premier Road. Go with it. Hello. Buenas noches. Why did I go to the end of the song for real?
Cold and stormy, hit him with a hit. Hit him with a hit, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips, we the North Americans, red, beat and pink for pelicans. Deep beat, horns get no breaks, filled with all Mexicans.
Moors can't be from Canada. Canada's a corpse. Canada's a dry drink. Canada's a Supreme Court. Can't be United Statesian, so you can't be Canadian. Moors are indigenous, not immigrant or alien. Canada's a second cup. Canadians won Stanley Cups. Who said Canada is not North America is a dumb f***? Canada is brisky and a Crown Royal whiskey. Moors are not Canadian, but we'll go Bill Bixby. Canada has president's choice, also a prime minister. Canada's the lily white north, but acts so sinister. Canada is guilty of denationalization. Canada is not a country, but a corporation. Canada has Ku Klux. Canada has skinheads. Canada would go below zero, make the darkest brother's skin red. Canada's a moose and a triple fat goose. Moors are not Canadian, cause Canada's a spruce. Canada makes best baseball bats and most lentils. Canada has justice of the peace, playing judgmental. Moors are not a product. Canada is so corrupt. Chunks of Africa found under America, so shut the f*** up.
Cold and stormy, hit him with a hit. Hit him with a hit, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips, we the North Americans, leave the pink for pelicans. Deep beat, her horns get no breaks, filled with all Mexicans. Cold and stormy, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips, we the North Americans, leave the pink for pelicans. Deep beat, horns got no breaks, filled with all Mexicans.
We the North, been here from time before the foreigner drawn lines built to define our boundaries. Naturally, it's family. We build squads, we build tribes to survive, then to thrive. We alive and been living here. His story partial and unclear. No truth appears. We study more. Certainly builds our foundation core. Information is available, most raw. Some is refined. We may find it all. Responding to the call to activate. Standing tall while watching some deflate. Some mistake the facts and some negate the words we used to state and self-create. Used to make or break documentation. Court cases, proper representation. We're placed in positions to listen. Clocking they emphasizing division. Incisions made on the map surface. Dividing us and ours is a purpose. Now we work this with the info given. Connecting with the others the way to improve living.
Cold and stormy, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips, we the North Americans, leave the pink for pelicans. Deep beat, her horns get no breaks, filled with all Mexicans. Cold and stormy, hit him with a hit. To listen with your lips, we the North Americans,
Leave the pink for pelican. Deep, deep, horns got no brakes. Filled with all Mexican and pigs.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the combo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma sentence again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the combo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma sentence again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge, you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Salam Moors. Honors to all Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors. Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Welcome, Q&A Wednesday on a Thursday. Q&A Wednesday on a Thursday. Got some questions, so I'm just going to get right to it. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. We'll get right to it. The first question. Why do you need more than a passport to get into Mexico now? They say you need a travel visa now. What you have to remember, never forget that the place that they say United States, that's not land. Mexico goes all the way up to near BC. So the idea of things happening in so-called government and it's a fraud is because of the nigger fraud of these people claiming Negro, black, and colored. And if that fraud gets a pass, then every fraud gets a pass. So now you need passport, visa. You're going to have to give your blood. You're going to have to do whatever it is that they say to do, or don't go anywhere. This is what you signed up for since you want to play Negro, black, colored games. Oh, you can't. Oh, your children can't go to school unless they get shots now. Why is that? Because the foundation of violating people's blood rights is eugenics against the niggers. And why they have Planned Parenthood and why they have Children's Aid and all that. Because of these people that want to claim Negro, black, colored. Oh, they can claim Negro, black, colored? No problem. Then that means guys can be girls. Guys can be girls now. You got the washroom man that's half man, half female now. The sign guy that used to be a guy, now the sign guys are trans now. How come? Why? Oh, because they have civil rights. And civil rights are unconstitutional since the 1800s, but they got civil rights. Well, then, if that's the case, then how come the niggers don't have civil rights then? How come their civil rights doesn't work like the trans guys' civil rights works? The trans guys getting way further than the niggers ever got using civil rights. So all this BS that you got to deal with, people complaining about orange people and all that stuff is their president and all types of BS. It's because of all the same crap that these people have been pulling for the past hundreds of years, talking about, oh, they're a color. They're colored people. And then get mad when people claim white and rule over you like a big dummy. But you're not going to claim white, though, because you don't look white. But they don't look white, but they're going to claim white. And you still think it's skin complexion, you big dummy? But nobody wants to hear what the Moors are saying. Drew Ali told Moors this stuff in the 1920s. So now you got national grand sheiks now accepting black awards now. And then people justifying it. Oh, well, the award doesn't say black on it, so that means the gala is the young, gifted, and black gala. The hell do you mean it's not black? What do you mean it's not a black award? Why is it the black gala then, if it's not a black award? But people like to give BS a pass. That's why we keep failing. You don't get it? Hold everybody else accountable. Talk about everybody else's grass and not looking at our 50-foot grass that we haven't cut. Oh yeah. and you're saying that you're Moors, oh, fine. Then we're gonna give you consular generals who are applauding people talking black. Why? Because Moors want to give traitors a pass. Moors always want to give sellouts a pass. Always. There's very few Moors that call out these people who are violating. All the damn time they're violating. Unconscious and conscious Moors. And as soon as you start well, why are you talking against your brothers? And why are you always causing? But don't worry, we have some thoughts of others to share, so you can see. So as soon as you're pulling up some type of issue that's going on, and well, why is the so-called government doing these acts of genocide? Well, because they used to feed niggers to crocodiles and alligators. What do you mean why? They used to eat you. So if they could do that to those people, then it's only a matter of time before everybody's on the chopping block. What do you think, you're exempt from corruption from colonists? Because you look like a colonist, you think you're exempt? And it's real interesting that only when they start having issues, now they want to start talking over. When everything was good and everybody was sweet and everything was good and the wine was smooth and all that stuff, nobody had any issues. Not a watery wine. Now everybody's complaining about something. All of a sudden there's an issue. All of a sudden there's an issue. So know that it's your own. I don't care what the BS is. There's a problem because AI dog, right, with no head and all that stuff. RoboCop dog mauled somebody to death. Stuff doesn't even have a head, right? Mauled somebody to death, right? And then you're talking about we gotta go to court and all that stuff because the dog, the AI dog, mauled the black boy. Why is that happening for? Why is all that going on? Why is fiction allowed to be so prominent and dominant? Why? How come false news is more real than real news? Because it all starts with these colonists coming over here and starting to misclassify people in order to steal their birthright. And once they do that, because remember, one of their own brought them back to the village and all that stuff. These people were trapped at the sea. And this big dummy bringing them into where everybody's at. Wasn't some colonists, native, that did that? And then once he brought him back, showed him, see, he walks through this path, and then you go under this bridge, and then you don't forget to say honors to the ancestors, to these plants right here. And then right behind this wall of bushes is our village with our pyramids and all that. Always your damn own. Right? So your own sell you out, and then when it's time to call out your own selling you out, your own is talk about, no, don't talk about them like that. That's it. That's our brothers. Where's the unity? Aren't they just as bad as the sellouts then, if they're going to back them? So again, you talking about, well, they pulled me over and I gave my nationality card and they didn't accept it, and then they kicked the door in, and then they did this and they did that. Why do you do that for? Because of your own. That's been going around for years, talking about any Moor who has a nationality card and they exercise their rights, they're sovereign citizens and all that stuff, and they're not following the law because all Moors should have a license and all Moors should have what these people gave them. It's always your own. Always your own. And then you're looking at these Europeans as if they're the ones that have some power or something like that. How they got power because your own sold you the hell out. That's where their power comes from. Their power doesn't come from because they're modern European. Right? Like the modern European came on and told these people the tariff comes from the Moors. And then these big dummies hear this man mentioning tariff, going crazy, and you're still not acknowledging the Moors? You're still not realizing that, hey, hold on a second. That's a Moorish name. Tariff. That's not Negro, black, colored, African, whatever, colonial. That's not that name. That's a Moorish name. Tariff comes from the Moors specifically. How much time do you hear these people mention tariff every damn day? They have a meeting today about tariffs. And you still not supporting this? You're still debating and denying that we're Moors? These people are taxing you with your own stuff. Please. That's why nobody takes our people serious. That's why. Right? And always remember, never forget. Passport comes from the Moors because ports are from the Moors. Port's not a European thing. And to pass the port, only Europeans had to do that because it was our port. So we didn't have to pass it. It's ours. So what do we have to pass the port for? It was our port. So don't look at things one-sided, because those Mexicans know that they're not Negro either. They know they're not Negro. And then you go look at their coat of arms, and then they have a fez on it and all that stuff. No wonder they're telling people to show their passport and show visa and all that stuff, because you're a foreigner, aren't you? So if you're a foreigner, what you going over there, right? That's their jurisdiction, right? Whatever they say is what goes in their jurisdiction. Right? Don't be mad now. That's what you wanted. Don't be mad. Just like if Moors say taxes, you think we don't have the Moorish tax guy gonna come check you if you don't pay your taxes when the Moors rule again? You think because you're a Moor, you're exempt from your per capita tax? Right? So Juali was taxing Moors too. It wasn't to death. So you were giving Moors fines and all that. What are you doing that for? Obviously, people are violating. Right? People are violating, right? That's why they get fines. Isn't that what, right? You're looking at some European like he's doing something wrong. No, don't violate. Especially if you're gonna go contract with them. You contract with them and then you're gonna violate the thing and then be mad that they're defending the violation. Why are you mad? You contracted. So get over the BS. There's Moors who use nationality card. There's Moors who use passport. There's Moors who use passport with colonial name on it with reserve rights. There's Moors who use passport with free national name on it, reserve rights, all caps, lowercase. So it doesn't matter. Did you get to where you were going to? And you got back home? All right, so what are you talking about? You got back home, right? When you went to go drop off whatever at whoever's house and you forgot the license home, you were, oh my God, oh my God, I didn't have the license. Oh, hope I make it back. No, you go drop the stuff, you come back, you forgot the license home, man, no big deal. If you don't have it on you, and then you went over, isn't that you're exercising your right to travel? Because you don't have the thing on you. So if that's the thing that you need and you don't have it, and then you're still doing the thing, then that means that you're exercising the right. If they just killed the insurance for whatever infraction, and then you've been going around with no insurance for the past 5 years, and they never stopped you because you're careful and you're not doing nothing crazy and all that stuff, because if they stop you, they're gonna give you the stuff. That weren't you just exercising right travel? Were you just driving without insurance? Did any crime get committed? No. Nobody got murdered. Nobody got run over so that you needed that for something. No. Okay. Stop the dumb stuff. Stop the dumb stuff. Get real. How are Moors supposed to deal with a deadbeat parent that is using the courts to extract funds? So first of all, the fact that you know that they're a deadbeat, this should already be expected. So you should already have all your evidence that you paid, whatever, your evidence that you were, because you've been known she or he's crazy. You've been known. It's not some new stuff you're finding out. You've been known they were nuts. You've been known that they had a demon on them or whatever. And still went and did what he did. All right. No, so now you got to deal with what you signed up for. Again, contracting again. So there are Moors who've had these situations and they went to the party on a one-on-one. Just them in the party. And laid down to them what their position was. And the party said, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. I'll go down to the office and I'm going to remove the thing. Because you are a good mother. You are a good father. And we don't have to be having our issues and having that spill over into the children's lives because we don't want to be adults yet. And then they never had any issues ever again. Relationships about probably the best that it's been ever since they started saying that there are more and all that stuff, and they're not nigger. There's Moors who they sent writs to them, because whoever the deadbeat is, they have a lawyer and all that stuff, so they're not dealing with anything. And they start sending writs with evidence and all that stuff to the whoever's going and taking out funds and all that. And then one day when that finance supposed to be taken out of account, nothing's taken out the account. And then deadbeat who had the lawyer or whatever like that is calling mad and all that stuff because, why don't they pay the money and all that? And the court said, oh, nope, we're not even part of this. We don't want anything to do with this. Because some writs that the Moor wrote to these colonial offices that are trying to ruin their life because some court ruling, some judge said he or she's violating and they have to pay. Shut that stuff down. Then there's some Moors who right now still they're in court dealing with these demons right now. Right at that in their proper person standing on their square, still getting violated. Talk to lawyer say, yeah, yo, you have a suit, they can't be doing this. You're showing everything, you're showing all the proof that you're not a deadbeat. Why are they taking $5,000 from you every month? Why are they doing this? And they that's where the stalemate is. Till these heirs get to an age where they don't gotta pay anymore. You're paying. So it's not a lesson for those going through it. It's a lesson for those who aren't there yet. You better make sure who you're with, you're in harmony with, so you don't have to be going through this BS of these people meddling in your affairs because some other party decided to call for some BS because they have their mommy, daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend trauma they never dealt with, and instead of them wanting to deal with their stuff, they want to try put it on everybody else. You know, so know who you're with. So you eliminate even having to deal with the BS, because it's BS. And again, there's 3 instances of how it goes. I'm sure other Moors have other stuff how it went. That you sit there holding your head like, wow, that's where that went. You know? So I always say prevention is better than cure. Prevent it first. Start there. Right? Prevention is guaranteed. You don't want to be dealing with the BS. You don't want to. Letting you know you don't want to, from people's experience of going through the BS. Right? There are situations where Moor even went to court on the day. And on the day, judge saw the evidence, said, take the children out of her custody right now and give them to him. Right now. Why you guys didn't tell me that she's doing all this madness at the house? That the children are supposed to be, because you're saying he's bad? She's bad? You didn't tell us that 500 men going in and out the house and all that stuff. You didn't say that part. How come you left that part out, Mr. Lawyer guy? So remember, it's about it not getting to that place. So if you already know that they're a deadbeat already, and it's not at this place yet, where you have all these people in your business or for no reason, then you better start getting yourself in the right frequency to either eliminate something from happening, because you have to be a master of this individual by now. If you got 2-3 children with them and they're nuts, you've been known they're nuts. Right? You know, prevention. And then the ones who are in it, going through it's based on your situation. It's not based on you saw some guy in a video say that this So that means, oh, I'm just going to do this, and that stuff might cause you more problems. Even that, right? Some stuff go down, and then you go online, go doing research. Then you bump into some guy. Says, hey, take this paper, file this paper, let them know. They're going to call you back, and then you do that, nothing happens. Because your situation could be as easy as go down there, prove your claim, and that's it. You don't have to go through the hula hoops and go in back door and, oh, well, I need a window because, they're trying to base it on this is your situation, whatever it is that you're going through. It's yours. There's no online guru who's going to give you whatever for your situation. 80% of the times, it's you're going to figure your stuff out. And the 20% is not somebody figured it out for you, but they inspired you to figure it out for yourself. 80% of the time, it's going to be you getting back against the wall, no one else there but you, and now you got to deal with this thing. So deal with it based on what you're going through. Because there's too much madness out there right now for you to be running out and saying that you're going to listen to some guy out there. You better go do some research for yourself. You need an oil change, right? You're going to do some research on it. Just do some research. Just check. It might not be as hard as you think it is. Instead of going over here and this guy telling you $500 for oil change, and then you're paying because you don't know better, because you didn't check. You just heard some guy say, well, yeah, just use those guys over there. What led you to this knowledge and Noble Drew Ali? It was when we used to run DVDs as black guys. We used to run DVDs as black guys and conscious DVDs. And we got some hundreds of DVDs from Saw Netter, from Frank Gary. And going through them, just watching them back to back for years. Just put in one. When that's done, take that out, put another one. That's done, take that out, put another one. Right? There was hundreds of DVDs. And then these videos came up with people who we were saying black guys, but they have these red hats on. What is this? What kind of hat is that? What is this? What are they talking about? This is too much right now. It's too much. Let's go back to the black stuff, because the black stuff's easy. Easy to digest, the history and the whatever. So we do lectures out here. So we had a lecture with Umar Shabazz Bey, did a lecture out here on the Washita. And it was interesting because, he was bringing out the maps and stuff like that, and, talking about the Louisiana Purchase and, the land being our land and not being from Africa and all this stuff. And, it was resonating because we're already through the metaphysics and all that stuff or whatever. You know, it was resonating. You know, oh, this is new. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, us being tied to over here, like we're African. You know, and then through watching the DVDs, realizing the names and whatever like that. Oh, Bay. Oh, so that's the Moorish name. Oh, hold on a second. All these DVDs got names on them. Now we're going through all the DVDs now by hand now, just to find all the ones that have Bay or L or whatever on it. So found there was some Alim El Bay in there, Taj in there, Hakeem, you know. So saw the Alims, and then he was on the metaphysics too. Like, oh, so the Moorish thing's a metaphysical thing too. Okay, so this could definitely be something to look into. You know, so we brought Alim here for some lectures. And at the first lecture, or after the first lecture, when we brought Alim and Kadira Bey here, we're outside the venue, you know, and they were getting in the ride and they were, you know, navigating back to North Carolina. And they had these plates. Like, yo, what is that? How come? What state plates are those? You know, because, you know, we see state plates and all that stuff. Man, I ain't seen nothing looking like this before. What the hell's that? And then he started telling us a little bit about, you know, the Moors and having certain rights as indigenous people, and that we're indigenous. Like, so the Moorish thing is an indigenous thing too. Like, this is where this thing's going. Like, okay, we gotta bring you back again. You know, and then we brought him back again. And then he did another lecture, and he brought up the whole Moorish paradigm and stuff now. So at that point now, it was MySpace. At this point it's MySpace that's going on, and the picture came up that Alim showed. Noble Drew Ali. Well, this is the guy that he was talking about. But it didn't hit me like this in the lecture. Like, this is different or whatever. Who the hell is this? You know, who the hell is this? Do some research on him, find out about Moor Science Temple and what he did. And now I'm looking for them on MySpace. Found a few of them, you know, trying to get Qurans and all that. Nah, those are for members only and all types of madness. And then got a message from R. Neil Bay, R.I.P. R. Neil Bay. And he was like, yo, you gotta just come check it out. I can't tell you what this is about. We're having convention. You know, you should just come to that. And once those Moors demonstrated what being a Moor was, right? This is not DVD now. This is not reading in some book. This is not being at some lecture. This is actually being around Moors now. Like, when you say Moors, these are the people that we're talking about. And that was it. I didn't even need any more. Those Moors did an excellent job of inspiring. Right? Like, you see where we're at now with this, that we have members and all that. This was 2 Moors that went to Mecca to go find out about this Moor Science Temple thing. Right. And now we have members and all that. You know, I was in, and you know, although there's you know, all these different individuals that had a part in, dropping a key, saying a word, that led to me knowing about the Moorish information. It was being around Moors that really did it, because it was exactly what I expected us to be as being blacks and all that, being Negro colored, being African, being the great ancient whatever like that. This is exactly what it was. We all looked the same. We all had the same energy frequency, because we had the same attire on. We greeted each other the same way. There was no backbiting, and it was just love. It was like being at a cookout or something. It was like being at the club, and you see all the boys from back in the days, and everybody's talking about how great their lives are now and all that stuff. It was all that. And from that, I was like, okay, yeah, this is where it's at. There's nothing other than this. Forget the information aspect, learning all these different, just knowing that I'm a Moor and that I have a culture for real. It's not just some stuff that I made up. Like, it's actual real culture. All in. And instantaneous. This wasn't some had to think about this. This was instant. It just resonated. It resonated so perfectly. It just resonated so perfectly that there was no other option. There was no other option. So honors to all the Moors, regardless of where their mindset is, but them knowing that they're a Moor, knowing that they have principles and to have a prophet. We have a great God of the universe that's really our God of the universe. We have a flag that's our own. That we have that on the wall, just like we used to have all the other flags up and thinking that was it. The best thing to ever happen was finding out about this info. And with all the attempts made by those who weren't ready for this to try to stray me off, to still be here, even gives it some more because there's nothing that you can do. Absolutely nothing that you could say. There ain't no info that you're gonna bring up that's gonna convince me that I'm something else other than a Moor. Nothing. So the feeble attempts are a waste of time. Do you think the Prophet Noble Drew Ali lived longer, we would have been better off today, or would it still turn out this way? It definitely wouldn't be. It definitely wouldn't be this way. It definitely wouldn't be this way, because these people were attempting to do whatever they were doing when Drew Ali was around. They were attempting to do it. They were trying, and he was going around to all the temples letting everybody know what's up. where the authority is. And the authority was with him, and that's it. And anybody else would have been ground to powder. There wouldn't be any Kirkman Bay and Givensell and all them people's factions right now parading around like they're the man. There wouldn't be any NOI or anything like that right now. There would be no Garveyites and all that. There would be no Hebrew Israelites and all them. Everybody would be Moors. So think about it. There will be anybody who came after 1930 would be non-existent. There would be no Black Power movement and all that stuff. There wouldn't be any Panthers and all them. What would you need them for? That's the Mufti force. So they would have just been with the Muftis. That would have been their position. All the fruits of Islam people, all of them would have been the Muftis. There would be no fruits of Islam. And we would be way further than we are right now. But this is how you know that it's judgment, it's punishment, right? Because these people had a prophet around them and they were playing the ass. It's fine. So you lose it then. You don't take advantage of the opportunities. Well, the opportunity is not sitting there waiting for your ass. You better take advantage of the opportunity when it presents itself, because you might not see that opportunity ever again. That was even part of the inspiration with these youths with their ball. That hey, you're not in high school forever. You say you're balling? You better go win some stuff out there. You're not in high school forever. And you don't want to be the ones that, oh man, we were so close and all that stuff. You don't want to be them people. You don't want to be them. So take advantage of your opportunity. You got a gym you can go in anytime. Anytime. You just say, hey, I want to come in early. Is the gym available? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's always available. Especially if nobody booked it. As much shots up as you want. We didn't have those opportunities when we were in high school. When it's closed, it's closed. The only chance you get is gym class and when that's open for practice. Other than that, you're not getting in there unless you sneak in there or something like that. Right? Let's take advantage of the opportunities. They do not last forever. You know, so when people start talking about this authority thing and the successors and all that stuff, we don't even go there. There's Drew Ali, he's the successor, but he's dead. Well, I don't care. What the hell does that have to do with me? I don't care about any of that. I know I trust him than a lot of these people who claim that they're leaders in the Moorish movement. And he's dead. Now, still ride with him dead before some of these alive people out here calling themselves authority in the Moorish movement. That's just where I'm at with you know, the frustration. Then fine, I don't deal with anybody then. I'll just ride with Drew Ali. Anybody else down with Drew Ali? You're down with Drew Ali? All right, we can talk. Yeah, we can get some stuff done. Oh, you down with Drew Ali? Yeah, all right, yeah, we can go. You about Drew Ali? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll come there lecture. No problem. Well, the Supreme Grand Sheikh says that we can't. Ain't wasting my time with you people. You with Supreme Grand whoever before Drew Ali? Waste of time. Waste of time. Because the authority only lies with him. The authority is not with anybody else. The authority is only with him. So if we're going to play back and say, okay, well, if no Drew Ali was around, let's say he lived till 86, right? 100 years. Let's say he lived to be 100 and transition. From 86 to now, you think us getting into this would have been how we got into it? Or would we have just known? We would have just came out the womb and we would have been L's and Bays and all that. Drew Ali was walking around in 86. Transitioned 100 years. And then these people had the centennial celebration for him and all that stuff. And Morocco came, and then you think that would have been a little pocket like it was in 86? It would have been 200 Moors only there? So yeah, it definitely wouldn't be how it is now if Noble Drew Ali didn't get assassinated. As far as for the Moors, it wouldn't be how it is now, because a lot of these organizations that are around today would not exist, and they would all be a Moor science temple. Think about that part. Think about everybody who's a group right now, right? That they wouldn't be in existence because the Moor science temple would have taken over, and there would have been one everywhere. It wouldn't be a different thing. It wouldn't be Mosque 80 or whatever like that. It would be temple. And all those that they have would be temple. Nobody would exist right now. No one. All you would have is more science temples. Because after 1930 is when majority of these people came around. Right? The Rastas would be in line because they already wear turbans and wear jalabiyas and all that stuff. So they would already been in. Right? They would have been in already. Right? The Hebrew Israelites, they would be in. Because all these people, Ben Amim and all these people, all of them were talking about, oh, we're not Negro black colored in the 30s and the 40s. Where'd they get that from? That they're not Negro black colored, but they're Hebrews, they're not Moors. They're Hebrews, but they're not Moors. But they're not Negro black colored. 1930 something, 1940s. They got that from Noble Drew Ali. Anybody saying that they're not colored and they're not Negro, and they got that from Drew Ali. And then the liars kept black in there and started saying black and black this and black Egypt and black whatever, as if you have to put that to say that Egypt is Asiatic or something like that. What do you mean? Isn't that on the continent with the black guys? So why would it be some Europeans? Stop the dumb stuff. So they knew what they were doing, getting Noble Drew Ali out the way. They knew what was happening. It was obvious what was happening. And the only way was to keep the black stuff going. Because once there's Negro black colored, then every other kind of color could exist. And Europeans claiming that their United States of America government and all that is color. Because everybody knows there's black presidents before George Washington. Everybody knows. Everyone knows. So the guy, so everything, even on this side, is tied to us, to the highly concentrated melanated people, the Moors, who want to play like they're everything else. Why? Because they don't have a prophet. And then you go check every other nation. They have a prophet and they have a nationality. And they don't play the color games that we play. Look, they're not looking at white lives matter and all that stuff. They're not going there. I'm talking about their nationality matters. A lot of people like to learn the hard way. You know, Drew Ali said, the hard-headed, stiff-necked people only learn at the point of a sword. That's Drew Ali. That's Drew Ali. Honest all the Moors for their questions too. I hope this email finds you well. I would like to reclaim my nationality, but not sure the proper steps to take. I'm searching myself based on my state, and at the moment, can't get proper direction. Any guidance will help. I appreciate all the organization does. I have been watching Tariq Bey videos on YouTube. Islam. Well, that's a good start. And with that, we'll also say, with that, meaning that you're watching Tariq Bey stuff on YouTube. With that, we'll also say, don't dive in to the process of reclamation of your nationality yet. Take some time, watch some more stuff on YouTube, take some notes, go to rvbaypublications.com, do some studying first before you go filling out papers and getting cards and all that. That's not something that you need to do immediately. Right? What you have to do immediately is do a mental detox. You need some new information in there to wash out the old stuff. And the best place that you can go right now, watch Tariq Bey on YouTube. Right? Don't stray. Right? Just put his name in there, and then stuff that pops up, watch those. Right? Don't worry about suggestions and all that stuff. Stick to just stuff with him in it. Right? And then if you are going somewhere else, then go to rvbaypublications.com. rvbaypublications.com, and then go there and study and do some research there. Keep in mind, you're going to YouTube for Taj and online to rvbaypublications.com. You're going there to research and take notes. You're not just going there to watch or just read and not do research on what you're reading or watching. But so in that instance, you're gonna stray, looking up words, looking up, documents that they might bring up or something like that. Right? You're gonna stray based on the reference points that you're given, not based on your own feelings. And so again, that means notes. So you're gonna go to a dollar store or whatever, get some books, or you're gonna open up some a blank Word document. You're gonna start taking some notes so you can do some research. Right? Now the timeline that we set as a standard for this research, this detox, you're looking at 2 to 3 years. Now, 2 to 3 years in the moment sounds like a long time, but in exercising it, time's gonna go like the blink of an eye. So don't even pay attention to, how long you're studying for. But part of the reclamation of the nationality is that when you're studying, something's gonna go off in your head. There's gonna be something that goes off. There's gonna be a click, right? When that happens, that's when you know that it's time to do the reclamation process, right? Which is going through the motions to have identification, to have some type of paperwork, to notify others that you're taking this position, right? There should be a 2-3 year period of studying before that thing happens. But in that 2-3 years of studying, there's going to be things that are going on mentally with you that is going to assist in you being able to do the proclamation of your nationality correctly. Because everything starts within. Everything starts with you first. Just like anything else. Right? You look at the wall, there's a degree there. Well, there was a day one before you got that. And then you went through whatever motions that you went through. There's a trophy. Before you got that trophy, there was a process to get to that trophy. So the studying and whatever like that is the process to get to the trophy, which is the actual saying, yes, I'm a Bay, I'm a L, I'm a Day. I know what that means. I dress like that. I am that. It's going to happen in that studying period. It's not going to happen because you have a paper or a card. When we say, well, when do I know when to proclaim my nationality? Or I'm trying to find out how to proclaim my nationality. If that's the question, then we know that you're still new. Right? We know that you're still new. Right? You haven't done your 3 years yet. There's still detox that needs to be done. And we even tell Moors too that the time frame, like when we say I found out that I'm a Moor, right? And let's say you found that out when you're 20, then you have 20 years of detox. You found out when you're 80, then you have 80 years of detox that you have to do before you can start with a clean slate, being Moorish and then moving forward now as a full-blown Moor. Right? To be there. This is again with regard to Noble Drew Ali and holding the woman, holding the unconscious woman on the 101 questionnaire. Right? Because if she learns, then the child will learn in the womb. So the lesson is get this when you're young. Don't wait till you're 90 to start putting $1 in the bottle. Start at 2, putting $1 in the bottle. Start at 5, learning manners. I'm trying to learn them when you're 30, because you're already in violation. Right? So if they're getting it at earlier age, it will benefit them more. Right? And then getting into this because of some panic is wrong too. So if you found out about Moors because you got caught or you got pulled over or you got some type of issue going on and you found out about Moors, that's not the right way to find out either. Even though based on this situation, you find it out, it's supposed to assist you, but because of your imbalance and you not being of sound mind, you're very, very few people come into this from a panic situation and stay in it. They just do it, and then once their situation is done, then they're done with this. Right? Look at Riza Islam, for example. Right? He had Medicare fraud in the millions, and he's still out here because he had this info, used it, got out of the situation. This is a documented fact. Got out of the situation and then went right back to doing the black stuff, right? Farrakhan came into this, got this information, got out the situation that they were in, and then went right back to being black, even though they use Moorish nationality to get out of their situation that they might not even be in circulation still if they didn't use Moorish nationality. If they didn't use this, they would be locked up or dead or something like that right now. But they got the benefit, they got the reward from claiming that they're more, but then went right back to go be some sellout. And you can go check, it's documented that people have used this to get out of stuff. And then not tell people about it. But they use this to get out of whatever situation. So when we talk about being a Moor, proclaiming that you're a Moor, exercising as a Moor, you have to know what that is to be that. You can't be that because somebody said or you heard or whatever, because you're going to fall right back out of it once you get bored or something. When you realize, you say, oh, I'm going to do this Moorish thing. I'm going to go over here. Even when you look at with Khalid Muhammad said that he's a Moor, then he's dead, and then his son becomes multi-billion-dollar whatever guy. Because Farah Gray, that's Khalid Muhammad's son. They used to go with him to lectures and all that. And then Farah Gray is the man right now. You ever wonder why? How come he just became the man just like that? Yeah, telling you some rags to riches success story and all that. And he'll just sum it up easy. Oh, well, yeah, my dad was a conscious guy and all that stuff. Your dad was Khalid Muhammad. Stop dumb stuff. Khalid came out and said he's a Moor, didn't he? All right. Right? Strong too with it. Hand on the chest and all that. Islam and all that. You think he wasn't going to tell his son that he's a Moor? No. His son wants to be Grado. He wants to play color games. They want to play color games. Right. What reward? Passport don't come with that supposed nationality. In order for Riza Islam to get off of the Medicare fraud charges, he had to proclaim his nationality so United States Corps doesn't have jurisdiction over him. And if they have no jurisdiction, then there's no case, which is why there was no case. And don't forget, mom got sacrificed in order for him to be free too. Because she could have proclaimed her nationality and got out just like he did. In the 80s, when Farrakhan was in talks with Libya through Gaddafi, who was enemy of U.S. Corps, and Farrakhan was talking crazy to U.S. because he's with his boy from Libya, the black king of the whatever, and you can't tell me nothing and all that stuff. They're like, oh yeah, wait till you get back over here. And what did he do? Went, proclaimed his nationality, seek the benefit of proclaimed his nationality, seek the benefit, got back over here, and then never said a peep about Moors and Moorish Americans. Never said a peep. Went right back to doing all the black stuff. So he got the benefit. Not about what's on a passport. It has nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with what's on an ID. It's about the claim. Can you counter the claim? Somebody makes a claim, can you counter it? The only way that Negro, black, colored could counter a claim is by proclaiming their nationality. That's what those people figured out. Whether it's through naturalization, whether it's through nationalizing, whether it's through saying that you're not the ward, you're not Negro, black, colored, have an African name, whatever. What's your claim? And once indigenous people make the claim, that claim is superior to any other claim. So yeah, so the Moor said, reward what one deserves. Deserve to merit, be worthy for qualities or actions. Are you worthy? Are you worthy for this national name? Are you worthy? And your worth is proven by your works. So if they use Moorish nationality to get out of something, and then stop talking about Moorish nationality after they got out of whatever they were in, that they used Moorish nationality to get out of, clearly they weren't worthy. That they just used this for their little selfish whatever. Are you worthy? And that worth is also going to be tested. It's also going to be tested. I saw this post and I wanted you to address this. Moors accepting black awards is the pinnacle of treason. Laugh out loud. I hear you, Kudro, and where you're coming from. You will forever be vigilant over the Moorish American birthrights and nationality culture, as we are, but you nitpicking at everything can be overzealous and unnecessary at times. You already know how heavy, great, challenging, and burdensome the work is of solving the Negro problem, but it is a job you signed up for, and it requires the utmost patience, compassion, diligence, and most important, love for the very people you are trying to save. You can't be making enemies of the very people who you say you are trying to save and expect them to be able to listen to you or be able to pick up the frequency of the knowledge you're dropping, because they will have their defense barriers up and in fact disdain the very light you are trying to shine on them. There's a couple more paragraphs, but we'll stop there. We'll stop there for now. Now, first of all, it's nitpicking at everything to people who don't care about treason. For people who don't care about dirty Moors and all they want to do is go read their Quran and their divine constitution and bylaws or whatever like that, it's nitpicking because you're content in the fuckery. You're good with the bullshit that's going on with the Moors, right? The solving of the Negro problem is not calling yourself Negro. The solving of the Negro problem is knowing that we're Moors, and expressing the fact that we're Moors to those so that they can get out of being that. Now, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. So this whole thing of them having defense barriers up and all that stuff and disdain for the light and all that, that's up to them if they want to do that. That has nothing to do with whether I'm teaching, not teaching, if I cuss them out or not. That has nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. Why are their defense barriers up when they're dealing with their brothers and sisters in the first place? Obviously, these people have their own issues that they are dealing with. Right? Because I see a brother with a shiesty on, that means he's going to rob me. I'm looking at him funny or whatever like that when he's approaching me. No, what am I doing that for? I don't know who that is. What you mean? Everybody wears those. You know, I'm supposed to be walking around in some panic state because everybody has a shiesty mask on? The hell out of here. The hell am I having defense barriers up for unless you got some issues that you never dealt with? Which again, Drew Ali said, oh, there's only going to be a handful saved with fingers left over. Don't endanger your life with a fool and all these other things that he said to let you know. Don't go to the temple, put the charter on the wall, wait an hour and a half. If nobody shows up, go home. We're not here to pacify somebody. We're not here to be somebody's babysitter. You want a babysitter? Go on a plantation for that. We're a nation. We're a nation. And if you don't think me cussing you out is love, because I can't strangle you, right? I can't grab you and strangle you for your incompetence. So fine, you get cussed out. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to change your ways? Or are you going to keep carrying on with the same BS that I just cussed you out about? And then if you're carrying on with the same BS that you just cussed out about, then doesn't that mean that something's wrong with you? If somebody tells you, hi, Moorish nationality, 200, and then you go pay. And then say, oh yeah, Moorish nationality, 400, and then you go pay. And then somebody says, hey, you just gave that guy 600. You know nationality is free, it's right here. Oh, wow. I didn't know that it was free. Hey, nationality is free. Why are you charging me 600? Oh yeah, nationality 800. Oh, 800? Oh, okay, here's the 800. And then you go pay. You're an idiot. And you deserve everything that you get for being incompetent, because there's no need for incompetence right now. And the job I signed up for is to expose all these traitors. That's the job that I signed up for. So I don't deal with patience and compassion and all that stuff there. The patience been done. So patience been over. We've been patient. 100 years we've been patient to the point where we were Negro, black, colored, and all that stuff. We had to find all about this info on our own. So I'll be damned if I sit down here that I had to go find this out on my own. And then you people are telling me about show love to some brother who sold me some fucked up fez. And then parading around as if they're the fez makers of the whatever. When they're selling people BS. And then acting as if there's not an issue here, that a national grand sheik is accepting a young, gifted, and black entrepreneurial award. That's a national grand sheik. Is what they say that they are. How are they accepting black awards? If anybody should know Act 6, it should be these people. We're not Negro, black, and colored. That should have been a position that I accept your appreciation of my entrepreneurial skills, but I can't accept no black award. Moors would kill me if I accept a black award. But of course, these people know that they can do their treason, and no Moor is gonna say a damn thing, because that's another Moor getting an award for some black stuff. The National Grand Sheik got appreciated by some black organization, and then you're going with that, and then expect me to go with that? I'm not a national grand, but I'm a grand, and I know that we're not Negro, black, colored. I know not to force myself in some black whatever, because I already know they're not going to accept it, because why am I wasting my time? They want to know about this. They want to know about this. We got an institution where you can come know about it. Going to where they're at in their realm to tell them about this and expecting them to go with it, you're very naive. Because we go now, and all the people who were at that lecture that he did, right, at the young black whatever, how many of them proclaimed their nationality after that lecture? Let those people step up. Let's see how many of those young, gifted, and black whoever's proclaim their nationality. Did the whole room? Did one of them? We're not talking about somebody who came by the temple the day after and said hi to everybody, and that means that they did something. Right. You have to at least be on friendly and good terms, like nations try to do this. You have to at least be on friendly or good terms, friendship, like nations try to do this to promote cooperation with each other. Black's not a nation. Negro's not a nation. African Canadians not a nation. African Americans not a nation. Black ancient Israelites, that's not a nation. Black Asiatics, that's not a nation. So what are you talking about cooperation with each other when you're talking about stateless people? There's no cooperation with stateless people. Where? Find me stateless people and nations that have a treaty. Find me one. Through the friendship, we can teach each other the lessons we need, changing our literatures and renewing our minds under one accord of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Right now, stop the crap. Because this is not, Moorish nationality didn't come about yesterday. Moorish, just 100 years. Moor's been putting this word out that we're not Negro, black, colored people, and there's still people saying that we're black today. What good terms are we supposed to be on? They're not changing their literature. There's people still calling themselves Universal Negro Improvement Association right now. They're still saying they're Negroes. They're still saying they're colored people. There's NAACP right now. They're still saying they're colored people right now. What change in what literature? You think all those people didn't meet Moors before? And Moor didn't tell them, hey, we're not Negro, black, colored, we're Moors. Oh, nah. We got to see the people where they are and talking all types of BS. What renewing what minds? What renewing what minds? These people want to be a slave. They still say that they're a slave today. They still say that they're a slave. These people never seen a damn slave anything ever in their life, but they're a slave. They're a slave from Africa. At this time, the energy wasted up to this point on endless social media debate, chatter, and hate. We should have in existence right now a Moorish Divine and National Movement headquarter office and 3 to 5 regional offices with dedicated men and women with grand and regional treasuries and uplifting acts. But look at us. No, but look at us. That's the same traders that you people been parading around with, going on their YouTube to watch lectures and all that stuff. People have YouTube videos of them singing hymns to Noble Drew Ali and all that stuff. People have books that they put out, put the sister on the ground with her skirt ripped and all that stuff, and using her as a shield while they stand behind the woman and all that stuff. That's why there's no Moorish Divine and National Movement headquarter office. Because in Drew Ali's time, there was branch temples, subordinate temples all over. So what you mean? We had those. We already had the regional offices and the grand treasury and all that stuff. What happened to it is the question. There was already uplifting acts being done. What happened to all that? Don't talk about look at how we act today as Moors. We're supposed to have this and that. We already had all that. Where the fuck is the stuff? Where is it? Nowhere to be seen because of all these same traders who you people are complaining about. Why are we calling them out? Where's the unity? What unity? The Moorish nation is in disarray right now because of traders. We had the headquarter office. That was Unity Hall. That's an apartment building right now. How the hell is that an apartment building right now when that was the Moor stuff? Hell you talking about? And this is why people get mad, because you can't do anything about it. The only thing you could do is the punishment for treason. That's the only thing you could do, but you can't go do that. So you're going to sit here and complain instead of expose these traitors. Truth be told, we Moors hold majority, if not all, the keys. But we are stagnant, and yet we see our Hebrew Israelite brothers and our FBA brothers making moves, getting and being organized, gaining momentum, and circling wagons, etc. So let's not hate on them out of jealousy. Are you too good to learn from what other brothers and sisters are doing just because they don't necessarily claim to be Moorish Americans yet? So the stagnancy, again, the stagnancy that you claim, the Moors hold all the keys, but we're stagnant. Well, how are we stagnant? You might be stagnant. What are you doing What type of work have you done over the years? From '08 to now, we put in tons of work. Tons of work we put in as Moorish Americans. And those Hebrew Israelite brothers marching up and down the place with 500 of them marching up and down, and the FBA and the Prince Halls and all of them walking up and down the place, Million Man marching and all that stuff. Well, how is that? That ain't no making no moves. How's that making moves? What organized are they organized if they don't have a nationality? What gaining momentum? How are they gaining momentum when they don't even have a nation to back them up? They're not backed by a nation. What nation is backing our people? It's not hating somebody out of jealousy. I'm jealous about some Negroes. What am I jealous about Negroes for? What am I jealous about black guys? I'm jealous of black guys? What am I jealous of black guys for? Like I said, Drew Ali said, put the charter on the wall. Go to the temple. Wait there an hour and a half. If nobody shows up, go home. You did your job. What are you doing? If anything, what are you doing? If you're not doing anything, like Brother Morgan said the other day, you better start doing something and stop looking at Moors who are doing something as if we're the problem. And we're not accepting black awards either. You know, FBA making no moves. What move are they making? And again, this is the issue. All that is treason. You're claiming some name other than your foremothers and forefathers. No world, anybody's respecting that. No one. People are respected that don't honor their foremothers and forefathers. What are people respecting them for? Lastly, hypothetically speaking of you, hypothetically speaking, if you earned an achievement award or even won the lottery and were entitled to $100 million or whatever substantial amount, would you turn it down because it said African American, Black, or West Indian? Or would you get that money to be able to help your people and the people of humanity? Well, stop the BS, because you wouldn't be talking hypothetical if that was a real thing. Ain't no lottery called African American or Black or West Indian. So stop the hypothetical BS. I've earned achievements from different organizations. I've got accreditation. None of those things said Black on it. It wasn't a Black organization or a Black club or a Black association or a Black whatever that gave me anything. It was just an organization. And they said, hey, achievement. We have achievement for you. Here you go. It wasn't a Black thing. No award that I have came from some Black whatever, acknowledging the Moors. None. So the hypothetical BS is BS. The point of the matter is we're not Negro, Black, or colored people. So if we're not Negro, Black, or colored people, we shouldn't be accepting Negro, Black, and colored awards, especially if it says it on there. Especially if it says it, knowing that we're not Negro, Black, colored. knowing that we're not Negro, black, colored. You respectfully decline. Thank you. I greatly appreciate the acknowledgement, but I'm not black. And I'm not accepting this award. Now, if you want to change it to something different than black, then sure. You want to take black out? Sure. But I'm not accepting your black award, with all due respect. And don't take it bad either that I'm not accepting it. Just know that I'm not black, and I know that that's a spell. And being a Moor up here, saying that, yes, thank you, congratulations to the Young Gifted and Black award, but I'm a Moor, is a contradiction and hypocrisy. Right? So don't tell me any crap about $100 million, and if it was black, like what the hell are you talking about? Especially if I know how to reserve my rights and all that stuff. Of course, I'll take the $100 million and help the Moors. What the hell are you talking about? I'll be a dumbass because the stuff says African Canadian on it. I can't reserve my rights and take that and assist the Moors with $100 million? Of course I can. These people didn't get no $100 million when they got their black award. They just got an award for being an entrepreneur. They get no 50,000 with that. That they're going to be giving that back to the Moorish community or something like that. Justifying BS. That's our people's problem. That's our people's problem. That's the issue. We can't continue to see Moors who are supposed to be competent doing incompetent stuff, and then you're backing them after they do something incompetent. It doesn't even make any sense. That a Moor would say, I'm accepting the Young Gifted and Black award. And then fine. If you wanna say it, if you wanna take it, right? If you wanna take it, no problem. Then take your fez off. Stop playing Moorish and all that stuff. Take the fez off. Go up there looking like a black guy and go accept the black award. If it's gonna be like that. If it's gonna be like that. But this unity stuff, this unity word that people keep trying to use under the guise of their, you can't be unified with Moors if you're not unified with Canaanland Moors. Stop the dumb stuff. If any more saying that they're for unity, but they're not unified with Canaanland Moors, they're a liar and a fraud. They're a liar and a fraud, and they shouldn't be trusted. Because there was nobody doing online membership and all that stuff before Canaanland Moors. Nobody. Everybody was limited to their little area. They weren't seeing outside the box that there's Moors everywhere who want this info. They weren't doing that. They were in their little state or whatever like that, their little city, and that's all they were addressing. It was only because of Canaanland Moors why now you have all these people, international people, talking about their Moors too now and all that. Nobody was doing no international before Canaanland Moors. Everybody came after, and now they're starting to do online whatever. And then talking about we're about disunity, we're not with unity and all that. How? How you figure? You figure we're not with unity. You got Moors, there's Moors near Switzerland that are in this. Hell, you talking about? There's unconscious Moors contacting the Grand Sheik to get Moors so they could do interviews for their thesis and all that. They ain't calling none of these supreme grand whoever's. They don't know anybody. Who they know? 5 people in their little state who they know. They play whatever the games that they want. We unify Moors all over this damn UDAS and Canada more than anybody else. Have Moors next door to each other. Don't even know that they're Moors next door to each other. Until Canaanland Moors connected those Moors. Moors weren't having no chat groups and all that stuff before Canaanland Moors. That was in their little pocket. So don't fall for the BS. That Kudra's the problem because he's always talking about other Moors. They only talk about traders. That's it. If you're doing good works, I ain't nothing to talk about you for. I'm not talking about you for. You're doing good works. You're not the problem. Problem is these supreme grand whoever's and national grand whatever's going around. Now they're touring. They went to one place. They're touring. Are you touring and you went to one place? The hell are you talking about? You've been touring for years. Not even calling it tour. Just 2 years ago, started calling it tour. You've been touring before that. You ain't calling it no tour. Now people are touring now. Moors doing tours. If you missed it, Canaanland Moors is some of the most active Moors that you will ever encounter. And anybody saying anything else, they're a liar. If you're talking about Moorish unity, ain't no Moorish unity more than Canaanland Moors. But we brought Moors together from all over, all different jurisdictions, brought Moors together. Moors who knew each other online only. Honors to all the Moors worldwide that's been putting in work for the nation as a whole. Honors to you. And this selfish self stuff. Moors who've been working for the nation. Honors to you. Honors to all the Moors who raising up their children as Moors and not playing Negro black colored games with them. Making up stuff. Calling yourself all types of BS. Honors to you. We already know it's only going to be a handful saved. Right? I want to hear a solution to our division, not about who has done it better. That's the problem. The ones who done it better, those are the ones that are unified. Still missing it. The division is the traitors. The division is the ones who, what jurisdiction you in? Mark Anthony Soaries? And is there a Moorish Science Temple of America in your jurisdiction, wherever you're at? Like speaking about division and all that stuff, let's just see. Is there a Moorish Science Temple where you're at?
And if there's a Moorish Science Temple of America there, are there other ones? And if there are other ones, are those temples united? Oh, so you don't even have a temple where you're at. That's because of the division. Because there's supposed to be a temple in every state, according to Noble Drew Ali. At least a temple in every state. There's supposed to be a temple there. At least that. Forget city. Let's just state. At least there should be a Moorish Science Temple in every state. If these people did what they're supposed to do from Noble Drew Ali's time. There shouldn't be one state without one temple. Right? The solution is know who the frauds are and support the real ones. That's the solution. Unify with the ones that are about the principles. Unify with the ones that are about being active. Unify with the ones that are about uplifting the children and uplifting the women. Unify with the ones that are about uplifting Noble Drew Ali and putting him up front, not their supreme grand sheikh or their supreme grand governor or their grand secretary or whatever. We're not pushing them up front. Get with the ones that's pushing Noble Drew Ali up front. That's the solution. Right? Because you can't say there's no unity amongst the Moors when you go on here, ask all these people on here what jurisdiction they're from. Matter of fact, all these Moors put their jurisdiction out there where you're at. And ask any of these Moors on here if they have any issues with each other. I bet you they're gonna say no. Because they don't just talk in the chat only. They talk on the phone too. They meet up and go do stuff together as Moors. So there is Moorish unity. The problem is, majority of people aren't around the Moors that are about unity. They're with the Moors that are about some BS. Because everybody knows once the unity Moors come around, all the BS Moors, they have to shut the hell up. What are they going to say? When the unity Moors come around, the real unity Moors, not these fake Moors that's claiming that they're for unity. Right? We're talking about the actual Moors that are really about this for Noble Drew Ali. And they're going to put everything on the line for the Prophet and for the Moorish nation. As soon as those type of Moors come around, here come these Moors who had this for the past 100 years or whatever like that, talking about, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't say shit more. Oh, Drew Ali said, you don't use profanities. When these people just took my house, what do you mean don't use profanities? These people just used some colorable actions and stole my conveyance. What you mean don't use profanities? And the only reason they were able to do that was because some traitor. Guarantee. Guarantee. The only reason that they're able to get away with the stuff that they get away with is because some traitor already got away with it. So again, there are Moors who are for the 5 principles, who study Noble Drew Ali, who know what this is. Those are the Moors you want to get with. Those are the Moors that you want to assist in making this a better place. Those are the Moors. Anybody else? They're probably a traitor, or they're with traitors, and they're about to get you. They're about to get you. So there's the solution. There's all the Moors putting their territories. Guarantee
You're gonna find some Moors. If they're not in your territory, they're near your territory. Get a contact for that Moor and unify and assist more in getting some work done, whatever work that is. You don't care at this point. Whatever work, because there's Juali said there's enough work for everybody to do. So there's enough work for everyone to do. So nobody should be saying that they don't got any work to do, because there's enough work for everybody to do. So how about 4 or 5 people get together and help lessen the work? Instead of 5 people doing all the work. Or 1 individual doing all the work. And I know. I get it. It's very frustrating. Right? It's very aggravating to know that we're the Moors and this is where it's at. I know. But the reason why you're frustrated and aggravated is because you haven't accepted the fact that it was your own yet that sold your ass out. So stop playing appeasement placation games with sellouts and traders and deal with a trader how they're supposed to get dealt with. Stop playing games with them. Because that's all they're about. You know, about being serious with this. That's why, again, Drew Ali said it's only going to be a handful saved. It's only a handful saved with fingers left over. Be in the handful. Right. Be in the handful. No, it ain't rants. This is what all these Moors on here are thinking. They just don't got a platform to say it on. That's all. You know, ranting. Many Moors feel how I feel. Many. Just accept that this is where it's at. Our own sold us out, and this is where it's at. So we're either gonna do something about it or do nothing about it, like people have done. Doing nothing obviously does nothing. So how about let's not do nothing and do something, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. Just do something. Stop beaking. Do something. Because again, there's enough for all to do. You know. And then it's hilarious because you gotta laugh to keep from crying because what these traders did. We don't want to cry what these traders did. What's that gonna do? I ain't doing anything. Stop the blood clot crying. You have to go freaking. Sometimes you have to go postal on them. You know, it's just what it is. You know, sometimes you just have to go postal. Nothing personal, you know. You gotta get the stuff out somehow. So our postal is laugh, be happy, because when Moors are happy, Noble Juali's happy. So we might as well laugh. You know, we're not gonna bring the prophet back and all that stuff. Have him walking around here right now. So, you know, we make do with what we got. We make do with what we got, and we have a lot. You know what I mean? It's not like it's bad as how people are looking at it. Oh, where's the unity amongst the Moors? Like, it's not. Please, when Moors get together, it's always a great time when Moors get together. Always a great time. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Honest to all the Moors. I was in the chat too. Too much today. I was ranting. Honors to all of the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors, man. Honors to you. You made it this far. There's no turning back now. No turning back now. Right? We already signed up. We already signed up for this. So it is what it is. Whether it's one and it's just you where you're at, or whether you have a body of Moors around you. Honors to you. Stay true. Stay true to self. Stay true to the higher self. Make sure you know what self you're true to. Stay true to the higher self. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Love for your support. Oh yeah, and be on the lookout. We got Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice tour starting up. We got near Maryland, near Mecca, and near Phoenix on deck. So we'll be at your territory soon. We'll be near your territory soon. We'll get the word out once everything's finalized. Honors to Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the matriarchs. Supreme honors to all the Moors worldwide. Where's your face at, bro? I've never seen your face. Stop lying. Never seen my face. All these music videos we got, you never seen my face? Stop it. Stop it, John Doe. Stop it, John Doe. Never seen my face. You're a liar, John Doe. Supreme liar. Supreme liar. If you never seen Cujo's face, you're a liar. Super liar. Super liar. Actually, you could wait till Saturday. Wait till Saturday, NYP Talk Show, when they upload our last stuff. You'll see my face. So you know what I look like. John Doe. Damn John Doe's. Your face watching? No face watching. All you gotta do is pull up one of the music videos. A man fan. I have a man fan. John Doe, you're a man fan? Personal visits, huh, John Doe? Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Love and peace, Moors. Islam.